Hello and welcome to Smosh Reads Reddit Stories. I'm Shane, and today's theme is, it's our 150th episode. So I guess that's a little bit of the theme is hell yeah. But also, it's March, and in honor of the Ides of March, both Amanda and Angela are mocking me right now, and it's really hard to do this intro while they are quietly mocking me.
I was just smiling.
So this is going to be largely revenge-themed today because of the Ides of March. Angela, can you tell us more about the Ides of March?
George Clooney.
Clooney's in a movie.
It's a
Julius
Caesar.
Thing. Yes.
It's Shakespeare.
Yes. I only know kind of the text.
I also like Shakespeare.
I know, but Angela really knows Shakespeare.
Thank you, Shane.
Angela went to Oxford.
I also like Shakespeare.
Hey, we're gonna get to you.
You're gonna get your chance.
No. Angela, have your time. And you should have it.
I yield my time to Amanda.
Okay, great.
So, Julius
Amanda,
Caesar.
We're out of time. Anyways, I'm joined by Amanda and Angela today, who both are getting their revenge on everyone.
We had a realization today that we think we spent too much fundamental time as kids with our uncles.
Yes. Yes, because there's some ladies.
Crazy
No, wait,
statement.
hold on. Not what you guys are thinking.
Nobody said anything.
Like a lot of little girls will hang out with their moms or their older sister.
Yeah, and they'll be like,
I
oh,
think we
cutesies.
hung out with older men.
Yeah. No, you're not. You're actually not explaining this well. You're actually not.
You're saying because of all the characters you guys play. Are you saying that you act more like old men?
She's not explaining it well, but here's the deal. We're not your typical girls girl, okay?
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
We've been hanging out with older guy, funny ha ha ha.
We were like, are we
humor.
girly girls? And we were like, no.
Guys who scratch their balls with sweatpants.
That is your personality.
And thank you.
Yeah, it really is your
and we
personality.
watch like horseback riding.
You both have the personalities that you hang out and smoke cigars.
And we tell our nieces and nephews to go pour us a beer and bring it back. And we're like, it's good.
Truly, whenever you both play men in any of our sketches or shows, it's wild to see. You become the most toxic human beings.
And that's because we're
really
healing from toxicity, Shane. That's because I'm
Speaking to the culture.
Yes, we're healing inside so we become toxic men. It's for us to
It's just
heal.
crazy. Whenever we slap a mustache on one of you, the energy just skyrockets.
Yeah.
You're like, ah!
I literally can't play like a grounded,
It's
nice,
math.
kind guy.
I have not been able to play a nice guy in a long time.
It's like Jim Carrey's The Mask. You put that shit
like,
on.
What is wrong with us?
I think talking about nice men leads us right into Reddit.
Yeah.
So today's theme is revenge. Revenge-themed stories.
I saw a kick-ass production of Julius Caesar in the round
Sick!
in Oregon when I was 16. Blew my mind. Female, Julius.
Our first story comes from Petty Revenge. This was posted only a week ago as of recording this. I've been mailing my toenail clippings to my childhood bully once a month for 11 years. No return address, no note.
Throw up is coming up.
Oh my God.
That actually is really fucking gross.
Yeah,
But
that's a
awesome.
lot. That.
Like, actually, yeah.
Actually,
when I
You
think
know
about
what? That's awesome.
I didn't know you could send stuff with no return address.
Oh yeah.
Kind
What?
of a
Don't
good
get
thing
any
to learn.
ideas.
wait,
Don't get any ideas.
doesn't the post office go, no?
You know,
Yeah.
something that I've wanted to do for a long time is, this just kind of makes me think about it, is, you know how they sell those really fancy like letter writing sets with like the wax seal and the like.
Yeah,
I love
quill?
those.
I've thought about like buying some really nice stationery, like a really old school parchment paper, writing like, and it's so one of my friends would get this gorgeous letter in cursive on the front, like entitled to them, and they'd open up this, they'd break the wax seal, they'd open up this beautiful scroll, and in it just in cursive it just says bitch,
Fuck you.
and that's it. It's like fuck you, and that's it. All that effort for that.
I love it.
Shane Top wrote me a letter.
Oh,
yeah.
wax seal of a butt. Oh, bitch.
I draw a butt.
Yeah.
Like, I sent you a nude.
A drawn butt.
This sounds disgusting.
Yes, all right, let's get into this story.
Yeah.
So this is weird, and I've never told anyone, but here we go. When I was in middle school, there was this kid, Marcus, who made my life miserable. Like, not just regular bullying, he was creative about it. One time, he convinced half our grade that I shit myself at a sleepover that I wasn't even at. Another time, he found out I had a crush on this girl, Emily, and he asked her out specifically to tell me about it in detail. Just cruel stuff constantly for like 3 years.
Wow.
Anyway, fast forward to 2014, I'm in college, haven't thought about Marcus in a while. I'm scrolling Facebook and I see his mom posted something about a garage sale and her address was right there in the post. I screenshot it. Don't know why, just did. So that night I'm clipping my toenails watching TV and I look at the little pile and I look at my phone with the screenshot and I just thought, I put them in an envelope, no note, no return address, mailed it the next day. Felt stupid immediately after. Figured that was it. Got it out of my system, whatever. But then a month later, I'm clipping my toenails again and I just did it again. That was 11 years ago. I have not missed a single month. I've mailed them from different cities when I'm traveling for work. I don't even think about it that much anymore. It's just part of my routine now. First of the month, rent and toenails. The thing is, I have no idea if he even opens them, or if he throws them away immediately, or if his wife opens the mail and has been hiding it from him for years. I genuinely have no idea, and honestly, I don't really care. Like, I'm not doing this for a reaction. I think I just like knowing that somewhere out there, these envelopes exist. I looked him up recently, and he's got a wife and kids now. Nice house, seems happy. Good for him, I guess. I found his new address when they moved a few years ago. Took like 10 minutes. Sometimes I wonder if I should stop. I have a decent job and a wife too, normal life stuff. And also, once a month, I mail my toenails to a man who was mean to me when we were 12. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Felt like typing it out finally. Okay. This is definitely like, regardless of how we feel about this, this is really a good story about why you should just never bully people.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know.
I think that he should replace the toenails with just a picture of him. No more toenails and just start sending pictures of him so that...
Well, then he reveals his identity.
Yeah.
Then the guy could come after him.
Yeah.
Then he could start getting envelopes with toenails. What I would do, you want to level this revenge up a little bit more?
Okay.
Send one with a check for $1,000.
What?
Not a check, sorry. Send like $500 in one.
Get him eating out of your
sometimes
hand.
he's like,
He's excited to open them.
I gotta open some of these, but then the next one you send more toenails.
Get in his motherfucking head.
Shit!
Yeah.
Sometimes they're good. And he's like, what is this? Is
That's
this revenge? Is this good? Is this person happy?
Sometimes it's a coupon.
It's like, wait.
Psychological thriller
And then
right
sometimes
here.
it's a bag of shit.
Yeah, sometimes it's a poop.
The envelope is just wet and squishy, and he's like, I wonder if this is cash.
Sometimes it's a gift card.
What is this?
Or sometimes
Open
it's
it, babe. Open it. He's like, but it's soft and stinky. Open it. There could be cash in there.
Sometimes you put a kid in it. Sometimes you put a Burke Williams spa gift card.
What?
That would
This
be
is nice.
a Chili's gift card.
Yeah.
Being in one of them.
But there's poop at the top.
There's still toenails.
There's poop in it.
But move away from that. I'm
no.
laughing at there's toenails, but there's also cash.
Okay, here's my question.
So it becomes like Fear Factor. It's like for $100.
No.
It's like deal or no deal. My question is this harassment?
I think it does. I think he could get in trouble.
My answer is yes, it is.
That's harassment, correct?
I think it is.
But it was on the school grounds as well.
Here's my deal.
Yes,
he was
but that was
harassed
12 years ago when they were kids.
He was harassed for 3 years by this bully. That's awful. Now you're harassing him for 11 plus years.
That's triple the years.
Yeah, and now you're thinking about it.
He's not even saying that he's not even saying it's for revenge. It's just a thing he does.
3, 6, 9.
Plus
yeah,
2.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like triple the years plus
Plus 2. Well done.
Yeah, it feels like he should have stopped at 3.
I think it's time to move forward.
I think doing it once is enough to be like, they're always going to wonder what the hell that was.
I think what's getting weird now is that technically this guy is collecting his toenails. Like at the end of the day, he's piling them up.
No, yeah, it actually does make me kind of want to throw up just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely gross.
You know
also,
what?
does his wife know that he's doing this? Because, like, that's a secret then that you're holding where it's like your wife finds out, it's like, oh, yeah, I've been mailing my toenails to this address for 11 years. It's like, would you stay with that person after you found that out?
Okay, Courtney tells that to you tonight. What do you say?
I'd be like, and you're done.
No.
Not
And
we're
we're
done.
done.
You're done.
No, I'd say, and we're done doing that.
Yeah, I would say, like-
and we're done mailing those.
Yeah, because
tonight.
picture the wife of the bully. She doesn't know his past like that. She just is like cutting roses in her garden, probably coming and getting the mail and going like, and it's toenails again.
If I was dating someone that was doing that, I'd be like, this has to stop.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'd
This
be
has
like,
to stop.
what
But you'd
else are
also
you
be like, if
capable
you're
of?
doing that, what else are you doing?
Yeah. But I feel like what's happened here
Filled with secrets.
is we've passed the time where he knows what he's doing. He does,
He
him
doesn't know
writing
why
this
he's
out,
doing it.
I think is almost like him coming to, because he does, like when you do something for even more than 2 years, it becomes second nature. Just like
Yep.
even bad behaviors.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like the Count of Monte Cristo. And he kept sending those letters.
Great
filled with
movie.
Toenails.
You know that.
George Clooney.
But we don't know if he's told his wife or not. If his wife is just like, yeah, he does this. I doubt she knows.
I bet she does. Now.
My advice to people is like, hey, if someone bullied you as a kid and you're still not over it, and you find them on Facebook, like send them a message and be like, hey man, you messed me up when I was a kid. That really sucked. Like
That's what
Yeah.
I said. Send
do
a picture
that.
of himself.
Because you're not gonna get closure. He's not getting closure. He's still doing it after 11 years.
Yeah, I also feel like I'm not encouraging this man to bully, but I am like, get online like everybody else. The mail has other stuff to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your revenge doing something else. The post office should not be touching your stupid.
Yeah,
What's inside
don't.
the envelope?
It's still disgusting.
Yeah,
is
but he's
gross.
wasting envelopes.
I'm
know.
working at a post
It's wasting
office getting
paper.
paid minimum wage, and I pick up a envelope of toenails.
Yeah,
I
get
walk.
him.
I move.
Some tree out there is getting cut down. It's like, I hope I'm gonna be the great American novel. It's like, no, you're gonna be an envelope for toenails.
Literally.
Yeah.
This episode of Reddit Stories is sponsored by Quince. You know that feeling when you put on an outfit and just feel great? You feel like you can take on the world and you look good doing it? That's how I feel when wearing Quince. Quince offers items made with premium materials. The fabric holds up to wear and tear, which means I can wear my outfits season after season. Additionally, Quince has options for men, women, babies, and kids. From polos to jeans, you can find everything you need. I really like their everyday steals section on their website. While browsing, I get great gift ideas and inspo for my wardrobe. Recently, I've been eyeing their Mongolian cashmere Henley sweater. I also like that I can layer with Quince. If you've watched Reddit Stories, you've seen me wearing this Quince jacket a lot. It's super comfortable and helps me elevate a basic tee. Plus, it's often really cold in here, like right now, and this is keeping me nice and warm. Refresh your wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/pitreddit for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/pitreddit. Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/pitreddit. And now, back to the show. Comments? You should skip it 1 month so he thinks he's finally free of toenails. Then boom, 2 months worth of toenails in the next envelope.
Oh, okay.
That has 20,000 upvotes.
So just to double the order?
Just to double, just to
No,
save
to
them
skip
up.
a month.
Bank them up.
Everyone wants this to be a psychological thriller.
Yeah. I still think the cash is hilarious.
I think, yeah.
Sometimes the envelopes are good. Someone said, just for curiosity, does anyone know if toenails can be used to obtain DNA? I believe they can.
Oh my God.
Someone says, I know everyone is saying never stop. I think the opposite. Stop for a few months. Let him think his nightmare is over. Then restart it just to torment him.
Okay.
Someone said, wouldn't it be funny if he read this Reddit post? Someone said, all I'm going to say is if that guy ever goes missing, you're going to be the first suspect. Someone replied to that and said, and bullied more than one kid, so he still has no clue who it is. He did probably bully multiple people.
Yeah, but he's got his toenails. What if this guy
What if this guy's the
has
freak?
an underground lab and he's doing like February toenails? Boom, boom,
Here,
boom.
let's. You want me to move this up one level? He finally goes, you know what? I'm sorry I sent on all those envelopes. I'm gonna go visit this guy. Say I'm sorry. He goes and visits him, and the guy's like, hey man, for sure. Like, why don't you come to my man cave? We'll hang out for a bit. He goes down to his man cave. In his man cave, he has a statue of him
Of toenails.
made of his toenails.
Yep.
And he's like, oh, flipped it back on you. I'm the freak.
I think I would just go, ew.
And then they kiss.
And that's why he was bullying him.
Because he's obsessed with
Because
it.
I'm in Zembo.
And we have a sim here.
Zip zap.
We're in a silly zone.
No, the revenge, it's like, I like some funny revenge, but of course, we talk about it all the time. When it outweighs what you're doing, what are you doing to yourself?
My thought is always like, because I get where I'm like, you want them to feel what you felt. You want them to feel, like, isn't the ultimate goal for them to like kind of wake up and be like, whoa, I can't believe I was doing this awful thing.
Yes.
But you're not gonna get it. And it's just also like, man, you're committing so much of your life. Kind of that quote of like, oh, they're living rent-free in your head. It's
They're
like,
living rent-free in your toes.
Your life in a way revolves around this person who is awful, and you should just get them out of your life.
Or like you are 11 years into stopping once a month to stop and think about this person and give some of yourself and your time and your efforts to this person.
He's probably thinking about it more. Every time he looks at his toes, he's probably thinking about his bully. He's probably like, la, la, la.
I keep going back to the postman who probably delivers that every week.
I was thinking about the postman too.
Or girl.
That's so true.
Post girl.
Post girl.
But boy, I don't think that falls under petty revenge. I think that's under something different.
That's some serious revenge.
That's some long-term revenge.
That's like take a shower revenge.
Yeah. I don't like that. That feels a little bit like torture, just like a little bit.
Yeah. All right, our next revenge story. This comes from Petty Revenge. Seems to be a problem with the wash. Seems is spelled S-E-A-M-S.
Oh, clothes.
Clothing seam. Clothing seam.
Years ago, I worked with a woman who had a picture-perfect family. Mom, dad, 3 beautiful boys, very involved in family activities. Well, until dad hit a midlife crisis and pulled the plug on the marriage. As things played out, she ended up losing the house to him, and the boys stayed in the house so they could continue in their school. It was heartbreaking to watch. Of course, because it was a midlife crisis, he moved in with someone who was a lot younger, but had zero idea of how to do anything around the house. Ex-hubby wasn't used to doing anything, and my coworker was upset that her boys weren't being cared for. One day, she was at the house and decided to show the boys how to change their linen and run the washer and dryer so they could do their own clothes. She saw a mound of dirty clothes in the laundry room and decided to get some petty revenge. She used the scissors in the laundry room to cut exactly 1 stitch in the side seam or under the arm of a few of girlfriend's shirts and sweaters. She snipped a single stitch at the elastic of underwear, single stitch in bra bands. Then, when the boys arrived with their laundry, she showed them how to separate clothes and include everyone's dirty clothes in the loads. Weeks later, the boys mentioned how the girlfriend was upset because her clothes seemed to be getting damaged in the wash. She did that a few more times over the course of the 6 months girlfriend lived there. Petty as hell.
Wait a second. So the only people who suffered were her sons?
No, the only person who suffered was the girlfriend.
But she blamed the sons because they were the ones doing the laundry.
This definitely falls under, hey, the husband was the piece of shit, but you're getting
mad at the girlfriend.
You're torturing the girlfriend for what the guy, the guy is the shitty one.
And
get the revenge on him.
And therefore involving
She's
your
not
sons.
even messing up the dad's clothes. She's messing up the girlfriend's clothes.
Yeah, what? And a stitch in a...
You're hitting the wrong target, mate.
Yeah, the target, mate.
Mate, to the left, to the left.
And her underwear, what, is falling off?
Well.
No, that's
bizarre.
That's a bummer. So our verdict, is it good revenge, is it bad revenge? It's not even revenge.
It's not.
It's not revenge. You completely did not get revenge on the person who did this to you.
Yep.
You're just doing horrible things to someone who has nothing to do with you.
Just cut holes in the butt area of your husband's pants.
Yeah. Comments. Why did she do it to the woman and not her husband who vowed to stay by her side in sickness and in health? I mean, apart from deep-rooted misogyny, of course. Probably taught the boys to hate the women and tolerate their father, too. Opie said, I think she was hoping things would blow over and he'd get back together with her. He had a great lawyer and she had one that wanted her to play nice for the sake of the kids. In the end, everyone lost.
Yeah.
Someone said that's messed up. The girlfriend and not the man who blew up her life, not cool. Someone said, my great aunt did this in her nursing home whilst recovering from a broken hip. It's because another resident had been stealing from her. She took her own pair of scissors, how she was able to take her own scissors there, I don't know, and cut up the woman's clothes. Well, then that's funny.
The woman's like, dear Georgia, what happened to my shirt?
If she's stealing clothes from her, she can mess her clothes up. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Her own clothes if she's being stolen from.
There's
vengeance in a retirement home? That sounds funny. Yeah. Probably brutal.
Brutal.
Is what he got to lose.
Oh,
Yeah, take a picture of their kids. What? Hey, we're pitching. No, bad
you're right.
pitches. No bad pitches.
In the retirement home, they're just cutting off their toenails and throwing them at each other.
Hey, John, open up.
My grandma shares a room with somebody in her retirement home, and the girl next to my grandma's always got her TV louder than my grandma's. And I always go, let me turn yours up, Grandma. And I'm like, this is a shared space.
Oh, God. Can your grandmother even hear her TV?
No one can hear anything. That woman can't hear her TV, my grandma can't hear hers, but it just pisses me off that hers is louder.
Yeah, I get it. Subtitles.
And my grandma's is on a 1 second delay, so the answers to Jeopardy get spoiled. It's annoying.
Or sometimes you walk in there and you go, what the are you both watching?
Yeah.
And you go, how'd you land on this channel? They're both watching infomercials all day.
Wait, every time I see an old person, I'm like, where do they get their shoes? Where do old people
Shoes
get their
for
shoes?
cruise.
No, truly, I look at old people and I'm like, I've never seen those shoes before.
Shane, shoes for cruise.
Yes.
They have
and
they have jagged things on the bottom so they don't slip.
But I'm like, where do you find them?
My grandma has so many of those. The ones with like all of the Velcro.
They're big, black, weird.
Yeah.
Like soft, cushiony, but the bottom's like sandpaper.
Shoes where Frankenstein would walk by and be like, oh, where did you get those?
They look like snowboarding shoes. And they're like moon shoes.
When my grandpa was alive, I was always like, where did you buy these shoes?
Like marshmallows.
Where do you guys go?
They're like marshmallow shoes. They're like a blah, blah, blah.
I'm not like making fun of them. I genuinely don't know what store
where do they
go
come
to.
from?
Where do these shoes come from?
For cruise. Shoes for cruise.
Guys, please tag us in your grandparents' shoes.
Please?
Take a picture. Tag us in your grandparents. No, but they're all such a specific type. You're so
They're just
right.
one. It's.
If I saw a grandfather in Converse, I'd go, whoa.
I know you don't see it.
No.
You never see them in shoes that you recognize. They have no logos. They're.
It's like someone caught like a thick piece of like rubber. They're like, put your foot in that. And the bottom has like sandpaper.
Oh my God.
You're crying.
This got me, man. Because my
It's
grandfather, I was like, the
So true. And they're walking around.
There's no shape.
Like they're on the moon. And you're like,
They're bouncing because they're on bouncy material.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't think this revenge was smart.
No, this is not revenge.
Oh my God.
We've got revenge that I think was taken too far, and we've got revenge that was on the wrong target.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
And
see if
where do they get
Get
those?
those
shoes. It's time for our next story, another petty revenge. I pretended to not know what Brooklyn is. That's good.
That's good.
That's good. I used to work at a medical office, and it was a chain. The culture was very corporate. I didn't really fit in there, but I tried to keep my head down and do my very best at my job. One girl there seems to really not like me, which is fine. I'm not a $100 bill for everyone to like me. Interesting. I've never heard that phrase
Okay.
before.
I'm not a $100 bill for everyone to like me.
Yeah.
But-
Next.
But she'd do petty things like unplug my monitor and keyboard before I'd get to my desk in the morning. Jesus. We also shared documentation responsibilities, and she would neglect her end, which I wouldn't know about until I'd get an earful from my boss. So I decided to get back at her in the pettiest way I possibly could. Her entire personality was being from Brooklyn. Like, oh, believe me, I'm from Brooklyn, I know pizza. Or I'm from Brooklyn, we don't stand for shit like that, yada yada. One day, I was castigated for something she did, and I got really mad. So for the rest of the day, I pretended to not know what Brooklyn is. I'd ask like, oh, is that some town in Ohio? Oh, it's in New York? Is it like upstate? One of the 5 boroughs? Everyone knows there's only 4 boroughs in New York. That's Manhattan, Queens, Bronx, and Staten Island. To know Staten Island but not know Brooklyn is really funny.
Very funny.
When she showed me Brooklyn on the internet, I just said, that's not real. Brooklyn is an internet hoax. She got so incredibly frustrated, she started crashing out. The best part is what's she gonna tell HR? I'm bullying her by pretending not to know what Brooklyn is. This was a long time ago, but I figured it was a good place to share. That's good revenge. I think she could go a little bit further. If she's unplugging your monitor, you can I don't
kick
know,
her a
you
little.
can key her car.
Have you ever had someone, when you're sitting down, pull the chair out from behind you?
Okay,
I'm not friends with the Three Stooges, so.
Well, when you're a tall girl, it happens to you in sixth grade.
Jesus.
It f***ing
And you
sucks.
fell all the way to 7th grade.
I literally fell. It took me like many minutes to fall. Anyways.
Wait, that's crazy. It did happen to me once in a Star Kid show. Someone pulled the chair and I hit the ground. It was really funny.
purpose?
I'll send you a clip. No, on accident. It's really funny.
Yeah, send me a clip.
There's nothing worse than falling. Your legs go up.
Yeah.
It's the worst. But anyway, I think I like this revenge because the person wanting the revenge is making them look stupid.
Yes.
Like, it gets really scary when you're like, I want harm on another person to feel better.
Yes.
But you're
so
just
like to be like, I'm gonna look like a clown in front of them, make them freak out.
Okay, revenge that I do love, and I'm not a big revenge person. Revenge that I do love is when someone is doing an action and it's like hurting you.
Yeah.
Is to find a way to make that action hurt them is the
Yes.
best. Now, that's not the case here.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, this person keeps taking my parking spot. And finding a way to be like, so I put spikes on my parking spot and they parked on it. And like, that's a bad example, but you know what I mean? It's like, hey.
I think you do like revenge.
No. I was saying in movies and stuff, when it's just like the action that you're doing is finally gonna have consequences for you.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
finding a way.
That's like a
I don't know a good
well-written version of revenge.
I don't know a good example of
know what
it,
you're
but
saying.
that's the best.
I just
like
think it's
this
so
one.
funny that someone's just like, oh yeah, in Brooklyn, like things are hard. Oh, in Brooklyn we wouldn't do it. It's like, wait, hold on. I've never heard of Brooklyn.
I know.
Like that is so funny to me because
good.
it's just gonna get someone really,
like-
really mad.
What? It's really funny.
It doesn't fix her problem though. Like that.
I
that
don't
is
think
the-
revenge ever fixes your problem.
I think like asking that of revenge, you're never gonna be really
Satisfied.
satisfied. I think you just revenge is like related in like feeling like better, which is tricky
Yeah,
territory.
It's catharsis for people.
Yeah, and-
which is a slippery slope.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like very hesitant about revenge, is because I'm just like, all right, it gets into the weird zone and like, I don't know.
Do you know what would be really good revenge, but awful for an older person?
Okay, we're back to old people.
Don't do this.
An
Don't do this.
underground parking lot is moving their car. Is they park somewhere and then you go earlier and move their
stop
car.
it, stop
I would
it.
never do that.
What are you talking about?
I would never do that.
What old person are you getting revenge on?
And what a weird way to like go underground
Listen.
and get to move the car.
Listen, my papa lost his car in those goddamn shoes. He lost his car. In
We
an
have to
underground-
move on.
in an underground
We
parking
can't
lot.
do this.
In an underground parking lot, and he was gonna burn it down. And I thought,
Sure.
and no one even moved it. He just forgot where it was.
Here. I can't believe. Well, can't wait for you to see that when you watch this back. Going,
No.
you know, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
We have an underground parking lot. We move old people's cars.
It'd be really fun tormenting
I
an-
would never do it.
I didn't say I wanted to do it.
I was never
You know
gonna
what'd be
do
good
it.
revenge? Tormenting the elderly.
Oh my God! Shane said spikes.
I said if someone keeps stealing your parking spot, you put spikes on your parking spot.
You're like, oh, these old people who are already scared they have dementia. Fucking them up and making them feel like they have dementia.
Hey, I didn't. I was never gonna do that.
Comments?
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 Did this fix the issue? Does she still do petty things to you? OP said, no, I quit almost immediately after. That place was a dumpster fire.
Oh well. Okay.
Someone said, honestly, the Brooklyn bit is funny, but the real revenge was quitting and leaving that mess behind. Unplugging your equipment and sabotaging work is way past petty and straight into hostile workplace territory. You didn't fix her, but you definitely fixed your situation, and that's the win.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's the win.
Get out of there, girl boss. You deserve better.
You deserve bad. You deserve bad.
She has like a computer. You deserve better.
Someone said, reminds me of the guy who pretended to have never eaten, seen, or heard of a potato to his girlfriend's family, and then instead of fessing up, doubled down.
I remember that.
That's a good one.
I remember that.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think that's also just like, that's not good enough revenge.
Yeah.
It's not equal to what they're doing to her.
But if it makes that person happy.
It makes her feel good, fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think this one's kind of harmless.
I'm glad she did that before she quit, because if she just quit, the Brooklyn girl would have been like, I won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. Next story. This next story comes from Am I the Asshole and was reposted to Two Hot Takes. Shout out to Morgan Absher over at Two Hot Takes. Am I the asshole for ruining my brother's proposal and refusing to clear his name until he gives me half the money for my wedding? Whoa. Okay.
no, a
I think the
wedding
revenge
one.
is a little leveled up here.
Yeah.
Throwaway account. I, a 35-year-old man, admit to being a spiteful person when pushed, but I want to know if I'm truly the asshole when I gave multiple and explicit warnings as to deter my vengeance. I have a younger brother, Todd, who's 29, who had a complicated birth and had to stay a month in the ICU, and because of that, my parents have always doted on him and almost denied him nothing, even if it was to the detriment of my sister Abby, who's 32, and I. My brother drinks in on the attention and has on more than one occasion made himself the center of attention at either my sister's, or a cousin's special event. Because of this, Abby and I have a strained relationship with Todd and our parents. Unfortunately, Todd met and fell in love with Lucy, who's 24, who announced her own pregnancy at the baby shower my mom held for Abby. When I proposed to my wife, Michelle, who's 30, I just wanted to elope, but she really wanted her family to be there, so I invited my family out of obligation. While out, my best man, Jim, who's 35, noticed a receipt from a jewelry store slipped out of Todd's pocket. Jim confronted Todd about this, which led to an argument. Jim told me everything, and I told Todd that he was no longer to be a groomsman because I knew he was going to propose at my wedding. Todd cried to our parents, and which led to a blowout. In my parents' eyes, since Todd never admitted that he was going to propose to Lucy at my wedding, I was unfairly judging him. I refused and brought up Todd's past behavior. My parents couldn't refute this and got Todd to agree to not try anything at my wedding. This wasn't enough to convince me to let him be a groomsman, but I warned him that if, as a guest, he'd try anything, I would make him regret it. Fast forward to the wedding, and surprise, surprise, Todd walked over to Lucy and proposed to her during Michelle's father-daughter dance, and did it in a way so that everyone would notice. Cue my revenge. Jim and I had hired a woman to pretend to be Todd's side piece who cornered Todd and Lucy and claimed that she was pregnant with his baby. Whoa, they had it in the chamber.
Whoa! They had an actor on set.
They had an Ocean's 11 sting ready.
Whoa!
Todd denied this, but when she called his phone, I gave her his number and messed with Todd's phone to incriminate him. It didn't look good. Lucy threw the ring back at Todd and left in tears.
Oh!
When Todd saw the smile on my face, he knew that it was me, and I didn't respond to a single call text from him or my parents until after the honeymoon. Lucy has thrown Todd's stuff out and has been denying access to their kid. Todd is furious and is demanding that I clear his name. I sent him a text saying that I had no idea what he was talking about, as well as a screenshot of a bill for the wedding, and gave a vague message demanding reimbursement for half of the wedding costs. Michelle knew the whole time what I was planning and gave me the green light after Todd ruined her moment with her dad. So I felt pretty good, but now even Abby thinks I went too far. Am I the asshole? For clarity, Abby is a sister, Michelle is OP's wife, and Lucy is Todd, the brother's girlfriend. Edit because
That just confused me more.
No, I got it.
Edit because I keep seeing this and or people were asking questions. I warned Todd multiple times that if he proposed at my wedding, I would make him regret it. During the father-daughter dance, there was a spotlight on Michelle and her dad with a camera on them that was recording live on a large screen for everyone to see. Todd pulled Lucy out and knelt down right in the eye line of the camera, and that's how everyone saw. In specific situations, I can see an argument of Lucy being innocent, but she's not innocent overall. As stated previously, Lucy announced her own pregnancy at Abby's baby shower, so she likes to steal the attention too. Okay.
Yeah, but
Dude, no, you went way too far.
yeah, I feel like all I'm gonna say is yeah, but
Yeah, but are you
Yeah.
joking? There's a child involved.
Do you think the woman who they hired to be the side piece ate at the wedding?
Did they get her through an agency? How much did they pay her?
I'm like, where'd she sit? Did she dress up? Like, I just can't believe that.
Yeah, who did she say she was
After that,
friends
one
with?
of our guests, Christopher Nolan, was like, I must cast you in my movie. She won.
Stop inviting him places. You went too far, bro.
Yeah, it's like, wow, that was more creative than I was assuming. I thought the revenge was like, we're gonna make him pay for the wedding, or like, that's very extreme and intense.
Here's
It can
the
lead
thing,
to a lot
yeah.
of bad shit. That definitely, to me, because there's a lot of stories we read where it's like, I cut this person out of my life, and I'm like, this sounds grounds for that. This person does not respect or care about OP at all.
Yeah, right.
And it's like,
Todd is not doing good things. Like, that's ridiculous.
Todd's
that
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But everyone's kind of being nutty right now.
Yeah.
Is kind of my thesis. But here's the thing is, growing up in like an unfair household will with your brain. You know what I mean? Like it will,
Totally.
like I can like try to put myself in this person's position and be like, at the biggest climax of my life, you're gonna still take attention from me and see how that drives a person mad, but this is driving them mad. You know what I mean? It's like, I have been so upset when I am not treated fairly that it makes me like wanna do crazy things, but that doesn't mean you should, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Like, and his whole wedding, all he's thinking about, like, during the father-daughter, it's like, oh, I can't wait for my thing to go. It's like, dude, you're not even focusing on your own wedding.
Yeah, but also, yeah, can't wait to make Todd even more pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like,
it sounds like a movie.
Mistress.
Yeah, exactly.
To
Mistress,
stage
go.
an affair it's just a lot.
Like, have a glass of champagne.
or 5.
I like, it's just at that point, it's like, as soon as that proposal happens, like, I would have been down for a lot of versions of revenge, but it's like, for one, just kick him out. Kick him out of the wedding right then and there.
Yes.
Totally fair. Say, like, yeah, you owe me money for, like, stealing the moment of this, but stage an affair is so intense, and especially hearing, like, they have a kid, I'm like, so they're gonna be separated.
So messy.
Also, he's like, my wife gave me the green light because he knows that it's like he's gone too far. To be like, yeah, my wife gave me the green light, so
yeah,
it's okay. And it's like,
no.
It's actually not.
What would you guys do? I would go up to the DJ and say what car Todd drives and be like,
somebody
a
made
white Mazda,
yeah.
you're being towed.
Yes. I would have the DJ.
But then he's stuck at the wedding. You want him out.
I would say something like that.
I think I would just be like, I can't believe you did this. Leave.
Right.
It sucks. I mean, it really is like the hindsight of it that he can't have is like, clearly at this stage, he knew that his sibling was such a piece of shit that he's like, he's going to steal the spotlight. He's going to do everything he can. It's like, yeah, you don't invite him to the wedding at that stage. He already knew, like, I'm not gonna make you a groomsman.
It's like the guy with the toenail. It's like, do you feel better? Are you feeling better?
Yeah. And also, just as even stand up for OP, it's really shitty to like the father-daughter dance.
Oh,
right. That is
Everyone's
true.
being messy. I don't agree with
awful.
anybody.
No,
but
like,
the
yeah, I don't want
father-daughter
to
dance.
discount that.
Yeah.
Todd is awful.
Awful.
I don't understand people who want to propose at other people's weddings.
I don't get
will
it.
never understand it because I'm like, it's not even gets to be your moment. You're at someone else's moment.
No, it's weird.
It feels like a purely malicious
It's
act.
weird.
And I'm like, you're taking one of your primary moments of your life and using it as a malicious act against someone else. I'm like, that's weird.
Did you ever get far enough in Vanderpump to see Sheena and Brock want to get engaged during James Kennedy's wedding?
I don't think I saw
And they're
that.
all like, babe, no, don't do this.
And why do they want to do it?
I mean, for reality stars, sometimes I'm like, they're like, well, cameras are here.
Yeah.
Like, they did that at a bachelor wedding, did that, and it was like the Golden Bachelor. Somebody got engaged. I don't know why people are like, well, if everyone's dressed up, might as well.
It's a family gathering. It's just like, it's the opportunity. I just think it's so selfish.
Yeah, but he did it on purpose because the brother was like, if you do this at my wedding, blah, blah. He already set it up like,
Yeah.
please don't do this at my wedding, and yet he did it during.
That's just disrespectful.
Super
So
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
Like, maybe when your family's gathered for a mutual holiday, right? Like Christmas, it doesn't belong to anybody. New Year's doesn't belong to anybody.
I think this is definitely an everyone sucks because I'm not sitting here saying Todd's a good guy. He did a horrible thing. It's just the revenge, I feel like, I don't think the revenge was accurate in that, like, I think this was too different of revenge. If Todd slept with OP's ex-wife or something, or like if there was like an infidelity type of thing, it's like, okay, you're getting infidelity revenge. But it's like, this was a weird, that was a sidestep.
You're lying. Like, maybe if Todd did have a side
It's
piece and you
deceit.
invited the side piece, maybe.
Yeah, if
That's
you found
still
out
messy.
Todd was cheating on his wife, sure, but
Right.
it can be also dangerous.
Yeah.
Is my take with that stuff.
I also feel like if there's kids involved, revenge, you can't do that. Like, revenge, kids shouldn't be involved in your revenge, in adult revenge.
Agreed.
So the verdict on Reddit was kind of a perfect blend of asshole, not the asshole, and everyone sucks here. It's very split. Comments, are you an asshole? Yes. Is your brother a bigger asshole who totally deserved what he got? Also yes. You're also my type of petty. I applaud you, good sir. 5,000 upvotes. Someone else said, everyone sucks here. Yes, Todd and Lucy had a comeuppance in coming. In fact, it was long overdue. But where you overstepped was imploding their relationship, which includes a perfectly innocent child. That child deserves a home with both parents, as horribly self-involved as they are. You need to call Lucy right now and come clean. Then let her and Todd figure it out. And for the sake of everyone around you, go no contact with Todd and Lucy for at least a while. This relationship just got nuked from orbit from all sides. It's time to let it die so that it doesn't explode at some poor cousin's event. I think there's a lot of stories like this when we're reading stories that are like, because when I'm reading them, it's a hypothetical that we're reading, we're not living it. I think the internet can be like, yeah, this fucking rocks. Because it's just like, it's not reality.
Yeah, I think
But when you're in things, you're like, oh shit, this hits different.
These are people.
Yeah, the one that was like, I applaud you, it's a funny term of to say you're applauding, because it's like, it's a good movie.
I think
and it's good entertainment, but that's somebody's life. Like, I don't applaud that because it just makes me,
Working in this field where we're on the internet so much and we see how people talk about real things that we do from an internet side, there's two versions of everyone nowadays. And there's the internet version and the real life version. And the way we talk about things on the internet is so desensitized. We're desensitized across the board, even when it comes to things that we don't think about. And I think this is one where it's like, this hits harder than we're realizing.
I applaud you,
and it's also like, the thing that I like hold a little bit is like, oh, you're a bad person, so I can do whatever I want to you. It's like, things are still bad. Lying is still bad.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing it to a bad person.
Yeah.
Like, be strategic and smart with what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, catharsis can lead people down a dark road.
Especially when you grow up. That's why it's like, it's other territory when it's like from birth.
Yeah.
Like, my brother will find parking faster than me, and I'm like, that's so not fair! And it's because I'm like, it's like my younger self is coming out, right? And I'm like, Angela, let it go.
You found parking. That's so unfair. Just smash into his car.
You always do this. Okay, our next story. This comes from Petty Revenge. The Office White Elephant gift exchange should not be mandatory. I hate White Elephant office gift exchanges. Every year, our team joins/competes with two other groups on our floor. Participation isn't mandatory, but there's a distinct message of everyone is expected to be a part of this team-building exercise. The combined group is large enough so anyone can add a gift anonymously. For the past few years, I have been secretly sabotaging the exchange in the hopes we'll switch to Secret Santa so I can opt out. My petty revenge, every year I contribute a nice gift, obviously from me, along with one or two anonymously given bad gifts. Every year I get a little bolder and go a little farther. Here's what I've contributed for the past few years. 2021, I put a potato inside an iPhone box and shrink wrapped it. 2022.
Sick, dude.
Nice! 2022, a Bible from a used bookstore, a toy American flag, and a red MAGA hat I found in a parking lot. The next day, HR sent an office-wide email about politics in the workplace.
Oh, that's funny. That's actually really funny.
2023, toy handcuffs, a cheap eye mask, and a cat toy I modified to look like a riding crop. The next day, HR sent another office-wide email.
This is funny.
2024, a bottle of Robitussin, a bottle of Night Train. Night Train is a cheap, super strong wine, and a copy of the National Enquirer. Our White Elephant exchange is next week. I'm thinking about giving a carton of cigarettes and a set of fake eyelashes. Okay, edit.
What's that one about?
He's like, and that I just found from my wife's bag.
Yeah, hey.
Edit, yes, I wasn't expecting this to be so popular. I'm glad to know I'm not alone in my hatred for team building exercises and White Elephant exchanges, especially when they're not mandatory, but you can't decline to participate. I found my people, thank you.
I love that shit. I think that's really funny. And I also feel like we used to do it with my aunts and uncles, and it would be like a fight.
It
was
intense.
Like that. I'm number 2, so 2 steals. Two steals. And it's just like, oh, great, I got this gift. And then it's your aunt who's just like, do you not like
I know.
not like that?
That's white elephant gift exchanges. As someone with social anxiety, they're awful because you get every gift that you manage to have for a second, you have to pretend it's the best shit.
Oh my God.
You've ever seen.
But then I love I love just watching interactions.
Same, where
and
people
it's
go,
so fun to watch.
Oh my God, a porcelain cow where you put milk in it and you pour it into your coffee. That genuinely happened. And I was like, this is so cute.
Oh my God, this is so
And you're
great.
looking at the person who's just like, I don't know who put that in
Your
there.
uncle and I found this at Hobby Lobby and we love them.
Yeah.
I think this is a fun thing. I don't think there's that, because we're going back
This
to
is
this
good.
is harmless.
This is good.
This
This
is
is
harmless.
good.
This is very funny. I just need to understand the lashes and the cigarettes.
That one's good.
The other ones, I'm like, yeah, totally. But this one, I'm like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
is
I need
it?
to know what theme that is.
Is it like,
Yeah.
what is it?
Comments. OP should put in there a lavishly framed photo of their boss. People will be stuck between not wanting to look rude like they don't want it and desperately trying to not get it. That's a good
That's a good one. I would do one that's like a T-shirt that says, I hate these white elephant gift exchanges. Or it's like,
Oh, that's a good
I wish
one.
these things weren't mandatory.
Oh, that's funny.
I came to this white elephant gift exchange and all I got was this stupid
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah, oh, that's funny.
Or like just a piece of paper that's like, does anybody not want to do these anymore? And they're like,
But it's wrapped in a huge box, and they have to open the box and just find the little piece of paper that says that.
Someone said, one year I was trying to sabotage and gave a can of Spam, a book of limericks, and some old Ferrero Rocher. That was the one everyone fought over. Sometimes it makes no sense. Someone said, I always love the gifts that are obviously from raiding the office supply closet, staples and Bic pens for the win. Someone said, who is this revenge on exactly? Someone said, the stupid tradition, of course.
yeah, you're just like pissed
You're
you're
just
there.
pissed. You're just pissed at the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got them.
But you know what? They're participating pretty well.
They are.
They're making it fun.
Yeah, they're kind of.
They're
making
actually
it fun.
probably. I think they're actually the reason they're still around.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, man.
They would have been.
In
Yeah.
your lust for revenge, you brought life to the
Yeah, they're like,
situation.
these white elephants are getting really fun.
They're really silly.
Those lashes. I
Yeah.
tried them on and had a cigarette for the first time.
My husband touched me for the first time.
Yeah. Honey,
Look what I got at the White Elephant.
cigarette.
My two favorite things, potatoes and cigarettes.
You know what someone's lashes? It looks like it's an hour-long blank.
You get fanned away. You're like, whoa.
What is going
Where'd you get those shoes, Grandpa?
Hey, don't bring that back. Marshmallow shoes.
All right. It's time for our final story.
What?
And
I'm
this,
having so much fun. I don't want to go.
Too
We hasn't even
bad.
gotten here.
Yeah. Where's our
Where is
food?
our final story comes from nuclear revenge.
Okay, this is spooky.
This is revenge. This is as extreme of revenge as it can possibly get on Reddit. This is probably going to be too far for most of us, so let's just enjoy the ride.
Okay, buckling up.
She cheated on me, so I had a threesome with her former ex-boyfriend and the guy she cheated on me with.
Beaches get money.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wait.
She cheated on me, so I fucked every person possible.
She cheated on me, so I f***ed everyone in America.
Yeah. What?
I f***ed the entire state of Colorado.
Yeah. I fucked all of Colorado and she cheated on me. Nuclear.
Everyone meet me at Red Rocks. We're going.
I caught her texting somebody else. I f***ed everyone in our town.
That wasn't for me. That was to go against her.
That's what you did for revenge? Revenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clip ends there.
Okay. All right. To clear up any confusion that might come up, you have to know that I am a bisexual man. This would have been so much
Yeah.
funnier if he did.
I was gonna say,
I'm
am
fully straight, but I love revenge.
But I slept with these two guys to get after her. I'm a straight man who took two at once. Fuck her.
I'm as straight as can be, and I had two dicks.
her at the same time, and I still see those once a week.
She walks in, he's like, suck it, Brittany.
so straight, but she with me. I'm on Grindr every day.
And I've been doing that for 11 years.
Yeah, 11 years. I got you, Brittany. Yeah.
Don't you dare do that
My
again.
husband Charles supports me, bitch.
I hate man.
It's like, I think you're gay, man. He's like, no, I just live a life of vengeance.
No, just women lie to me, man. So I men.
And that's where the cigarette and the lashes come in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Holy shit. I love this guy.
I'm so straight, dude. Her.
Okay.
Okay.
To clear up any confusion that might come up, you have to know that I'm a bisexual man. I love sharing this story because I'm still proud of it. A few years ago, my ex-girlfriend cheated on me with another guy. She then had the audacity to tell me that if I was a grown-up, that I could deal with it and that she hopes we can still be friends, but she lost any feelings for me and is fully in love with this new guy now. If she hadn't said that, I probably wouldn't have made this plan. But now I had to teach her a valuable lesson. I was in a depressed state for a long time and couldn't bring myself to delete her number, and she thought I was her friend now. She started to send me pictures of her and her new boyfriend with laughing emojis. She didn't even care about how much she had hurt me. And then one day, while I went through Tinder, I found someone who was quite familiar, her new boyfriend. Of course, I wouldn't tell her that her new boyfriend is on Tinder. In fact, I matched with him, which was quite surprising because I thought he was straight, and we started a conversation. He didn't know who I was. She never told him she was in a relationship while she was flirting with him. But this was perfect. We had longer conversations, and he told me more and more about himself. Over the weeks, we learned more and more about each other, and now I had a plan. I suggested that we could meet each other at a bar. He agreed. Keep in mind, he was still in a relationship with my ex-girlfriend at that time. When we met, we had a great time, and one date became many dates. It took me a few months, but then I got him to the point where he developed feelings for me, and I was his affair. What he didn't know was that I got in contact with my girlfriend's former ex-boyfriend as well. He broke up with her because he came out as gay. I was in contact with both guys. The ex-boyfriend and I got along very well. In fact, I made him a close friend of mine. In our conversations with my new boyfriend, we talked about sexual desires, and he told me that he always wanted to have a threesome, so I suggested one with the gay ex-boyfriend. I knew that he was his type because we kind of look alike, and he had feelings for me, so I asked the gay ex-boyfriend if he wanted to become the third one, and to my surprise, he said yes. I'm honestly still surprised how all of that worked out without her noticing, but it did, and then the day came where I decided to go nuclear. The two guys came to my apartment, I led them to the bedroom, and they started talking to each other. While they talked, I took a selfie from a safe distance, close enough that she could see their faces, but far enough that they wouldn't notice. Then the action started. Of course, I won't go into any detail, but damn, I enjoyed it more than anything in the world. A few days after this, I told him that now that I granted him the wish of a threesome, I wanted something in return. I told him that I don't want to be in an affair any longer and told him that he should either break up with her or I will break up with him. I knew it was hardcore manipulative, but I had a plan and I had full control over him. He actually broke up with her and threw her out. I even got him to move out of his apartment to move in with me, meaning that she lost both her home and her boyfriend. But I wasn't done yet. Because, sorry, this is crazy. This is insane.
Okay.
Whew, okay, I thought we were gonna...
He's just like sitting there, go on, more.
I'm like, you didn't stop at the threesome? Like,
But I wasn't done yet.
but I wasn't done yet.
2 dicks wasn't enough.
I called her dad.
Oh, Brittany's dad.
Cut to Ben Savage and Princess Bride. Was that the end of the story? We're not done yet. That's not the end of the story yet.
This is nuclear.
Wow.
Okay, but I wasn't done yet. Because after that, she texted me with crying emojis that her boyfriend dumped her and that she regrets leaving me. I then said, your boyfriend? Are you talking about this guy? And I sent her the selfie I took. She called and texted me several times, but I ignored her. My plan was almost successful. There were only 3 things left that I still had to do.
3?
3?
3?
The boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, and the dad.
3. I only had 4 things left. Boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, dad, and find her long-lost brother. And go to Sweden and her brother.
Sweden. The first was that I told her mother, who hates infidelity more than anything because her father cheated on her mother with another woman. You could say, like father, like daughter. Her mother was angry but thanked me for telling her. From what I've heard, her mother cut ties with her, but I admit that I don't know if that actually happened. And I don't think that it happened, but it would be funny if it was true. The second thing I did was dump him because unfortunately, he was a cheater too, and I hate infidelity as well. Holy This is
My God.
This is crazy.
This is
the craziest shit I've read in a long time.
wow.
He goes, yeah, we could share these drawers. I'm breaking up with you.
I'm breaking up with you because you're a cheater.
Yeah.
The last thing I did was go out with the gay ex-boyfriend, and after a few dates, we got together, and we are still a couple.
Does the gay ex-boyfriend know about all of this?
Does anybody know about any of it?
In the
Well,
end,
Mom does. She's like, well done.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah. I hate infidelity.
in the end, I destroyed both her and the guy she cheated on me with, and couldn't be more proud of myself. Edit, okay, for some reason, I still get too many messages. No, the I will not tell you details about the threesome, you horny motherfuckers. So stop asking.
Bunch of stupid.
Why do they want to know?
Go in detail about how.
Yeah. But what about the threesome?
Yeah, how'd that work?
Also, yeah, how did that work?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah.
Go
Can
out.
we get an update on how that worked?
How'd that work?
How did that work?
How did that work?
Take your pancakes out. We're learning how that worked.
Also, what's a safe distance picture? That's what I want to know.
I know, I think that to me is the shittiest thing.
He's
I was
under
like,
the bed.
I was like, hey, you took photos of people without their consent.
So up.
Yeah.
There's so much up shit here.
There's so much up shit here.
oh,
be like-
oh, this is fucked up. This is very fucked up.
God.
But you know what's more
I wonder if that ex-boyfriend knows about all this.
What's more up?
Where do they get those shoes?
Where the hell? Shoes for cruise, guys. I said this.
Yeah, are the comments rejoicing this person?
Yeah, rejoicing.
I think
That's a church term.
cue previous conversation. I think they are, because I think we're reading this and watching this like a movie.
Yeah.
And once again, forgetting it's like, hey, like, because if I knew someone who, like, I hate infidelity, obviously, I hate cheating. But if I knew someone who's like, oh, my ex cheated on me, I'd be like, that sucks so much. And then they went into all this detail, I'd be like, that's crazy. Yeah. I'm probably gonna distance myself from you because I'm worried that if I do anything that pisses you off, it's like, this is Eric Cartman.
Literally.
Like, the levels of
But
just
if you saw this in a trailer with a bunch of hot people, you'd be like, I'm buying tickets.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But real people's lives, this feels.
I mean, the boyfriend. Yes, okay. The other boyfriend. Yes, he cheated on her with this guy, but like, you had to move in. For pure revenge.
I was like, the threesome felt like enough revenge. The threesome was, you did it,
The falling in love part?
This is a patient man.
This is quite a bit. Comments, someone said, maybe Hallmark could make a holiday story out of this. 2,000 upvotes.
Hallmark. This is HBO.
This
After
is HBO.
dark.
This is HBO.
What are we talking about?
Pluto TV.
Someone said, do I believe it? Kinda. Is it possible? Yes. Do I want it to be real? Yes, I do. Dude did not let her slide. Man really hit her with the Ebenezer Scrooge past, present, future. OP said, to be fair, you are not the first one who thought that. I told this story to some of my friends, and one of them also didn't believe it at first until I showed him the selfie. Someone said, man, I feel bad for your man, LOL. I'd be devastated to learn that someone was only with me to get back at someone, even if it was just initially. I sure hope you told him this truth. If not, you genuinely don't deserve him. Big yikes. Someone said, Jesus Christ, save some for the rest of us, my guy.
3 million upvotes.
3 million.
500 million upvotes.
And how does it work?
Okay.
3 million upvotes.
Also, just chiming in for my friend.
Yeah,
How does it
explain
work?
that.
So if you could show us how that. No, I think someone getting with you out of pure revenge is kind of the same as infidelity for me.
You're
like, that's a
lying.
lie. That's a big lie.
Yeah,
That's a big secret.
yeah.
That's infidelity in a different font.
Yeah.
But goddamn.
This is
Wow.
like so.
This is nuclear.
Holy
This definitely is nuclear.
God.
Like, yeah, she's, oh my God. I just want to know what the mom's like has a list and she's like, well, vengeance has been done on my daughter. Like, what was the? I hate infidelity. It's like, a lot of other stuff is happening
Yeah,
here.
is the mom gonna be like, and who else did you
yeah.
You did what?
Honey, there's someone on the phone for you. Wait a second.
OP must be very hot because every guy he talks
Picture?
to is like, oh yeah, I'll you, dude.
Yeah, picture.
Yeah.
Like, the ex-boyfriend had to probably know him, and
Maybe
then,
this
like,
is a case of like hot people shouldn't be trusted.
probably not.
Because
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yes,
indeed.
hot people shouldn't be trusted.
Yes. And that's the lesson of
I'm
today's
kidding. No,
Reddit stories.
cheaters shouldn't be trusted.
What I want to know is, does the boyfriend know this story?
Know why they got together in the first place. Yeah, because he thinks, we got together out of just getting together for a threesome.
Does
Yeah.
he
Not
know
realizing,
about?
it was all for pure revenge and that he only got with me.
He must know because he's telling his friends about the selfie. Like,
I don't know.
Remember in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days when they both find out that they're like doing a challenge
Yes.
and they're both so sad? I remember when I was little, I didn't understand that. I was like,
Never seen that movie.
oh, you.
what?
The yellow
It's a
backless dress.
classic.
Oh,
yellow
wait,
backless
sorry,
dress.
sorry.
Kate Hudson.
Yeah, no, I've never
Okay.
seen it. Never seen it.
Green light.
I'm thinking about 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh,
Oh, you've never seen that?
I've
Heath
seen
Ledger?
that one?
I've seen that one.
Julia Stiles?
Yeah, I've seen that one. It's Taming of the Shrew.
But I remember watching a movie where two people were trying to get together for a goal that wasn't getting together.
Yeah.
And then they fall in love and they were so, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, spoiler alert, they're so
Yeah.
sad because they fall in love. And that's where I'm like, it's so f***ed up to not be honest with someone when you are dating them and be like, hey, you're here to play a bigger role in something much
But
larger.
then you're questioning it. Did you really want to be with me for me, or
Yeah.
were you like,
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, that's why I hate secrecy and lies and stuff, because I'm like, man, trust is hard to rebuild.
very hard?
Like, it's very hard to rebuild. But, if someone cheats on you, just have a threesome with everyone they've ever met.
oh yeah, the town.
Okay, my version of this that I think is harmless is I get everybody on a group text.
What
And we
do
go
What?
like, guys,
Guys,
can't believe we're all here.
you're saying with your
Yeah.
your partner and the person
I
they're
had
cheating?
everybody. I had her, I had him.
You
I had
did
all.
that?
No, I'm just trying to do a version of
That's
this
a good
funny.
one.
Yeah, and send a bunch of weird emojis.
Yeah.
And don't say anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got him.
Yeah,
Done.
nice. Well, damn, this was insane. Thank you both for joining me for all this revenge.
I laughed so
That
hard.
was
This
really
was
good.
one of the funniest episodes I've ever been.
I can't believe. For the most part, I'm straight. That part is so funny. It's because she cheated on me.
Truly, I can't thank you both enough for what you bring to this show. Like,
You too, buddy. You're so funny.
Thank you.
I feel like I just hang out and read.
I love these stories because I just visually picture them in my head, and I just love playing around. I'm like, well, what if? Or picturing them.
Yeah, and I just it's also, there's so many people that are also laughing with us that you guys don't see. There's cam ops going, oh!
Wait, they're doing what?
They're going, oh!
Eric does that every time.
camera,
I'm
did that
like,
look
what the
bad?
heck?
Yeah,
Did that look
it
bad?
did look bad. They're like, Brittany, what? Oh!
You were talking about getting an Emily gasp sometimes from stories.
I get
or
an
from-
Emily Gasp once a shoot block.
Wait, what's that?
An Emily Gasp it's funny, but it's alarming.
Yeah. It's an
There's some other ones.
No, and Emily Gass was like, yeah.
Whoa,
Oh, I know.
You said that. Oh my God.
yeah.
I love it. It's your Southern woman. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Clutching your pearls.
Oh my God.
We love it. Basically, what we're saying is we're grateful to be here. It's
Grateful
an
for
honor.
everybody on this team.
Yeah, we love it. Happy 150th.
Happy 100. Yeah.
It's happy
Yeah.
150, guys. It's time to plug Shane back into the wall.
Yeah. No, seriously.
I'll see you on episode 200. Thank you both for being here, and thank you all for watching. And we'll see you next Saturday. Bye.
Bye.